They call him Seatin, the man of legends.
Hey guys, what is up? It is Seatin here. Hello and welcome to a first look at some of the PvP in the upcoming MMORPG Wildstar. So today I believe we are in the battleground or warfront or whatever you'd like to call it. It's a place where people fight called Walatiki Temple. Now I'm currently playing a Stalker, which is kind of a rogue assassin type class, and we're going to try and get some PvP kills and look fairly impressive on video today. So let's go after this guy. He goes down for the count. Dr. Robotnik's. As you can see, this is a very, very fast-paced and action-fire game. Hopefully we can get a stun off on him, and we're going to focus on him and hopefully chase after him. However, my FPS in here appears to be horrible, and somehow I just activated an add-on error of some sort, guys. Just as a reminder, this game still is in its beta, and I'm currently playing open beta at the moment, and that's why I probably suck so much. But we'll see what comes out of this. So let's go after this guy and keep on hammering at him. One thing I can never get around to is actually targeting the person I'm trying to focus on, essentially. So let's try and get after him, knock him down, and no, that didn't seem to work. He had some sort of immunity buff going on there, and chase after him. But we need to be very stealthy about it, because being a stealthy class, he could... I think he is also a stalker as well. By the look of it, it's initially hard to tell just looking at the nameplate, so you kind of have to derive that from the ability, because there's no sort of like energy bar, for example. You know, if there's a rogue in WoW, you'd see an energy bar and you'd be like, oh, you know, that's a rogue. But no, there doesn't appear to be anything in Wildstar that immediately indicates their class. You kind of have to figure out from the weapons that they are wielding, and damn it, that guy got away from me. As you can see, these guys have had a lot more practice at Wildstar PvP than I have, and I appear to be getting repeatedly owned, or just showing up in this match. Now, I believe we have been assigned to... I'm just trying to have a look around the screen. Oh yes, sorry, we are on the Exiles team, because it's completely faction-based PvP. So we are the Exiles, and this is our base which we're defending in the moment, and it looks like I am the only one left against all three of these people. And they're trying to steal a mask. It doesn't look like I have any chance of survival, but I like, despite the fact that, you know, I've got kind of like four guys being on my ass, that I can dodge. I have the ability to run, and they're not instantly just going to, you know, stun lock and gank me. Maybe they're like really bad or something, but that's just kind of the impression that I get, that it's a very fair game, and it does reward players who are moderately skilled at it for doing their thing. So, oh, I've been pulled back and probably about to get decimated by what looks like a horde of two warriors. So not really a horde, more like a deadly duo. And it appears we have a 25-second respawn time. That's pretty rough and vicious. I don't know what we're going to reflect on during that time. Probably how much of a noob I am at this game. But hopefully in the second half of the match we can get some justice back, bring the pain, despite the fact we are losing absolutely horribly. We're just getting owned. Let's see if this warfront has a damage meter at all, or... Okay, where's it gone? Is this it? I believe it is, yes! Okay, wonderful. So let's see, we're on the Exiles team, and let's go on damage done, see if I'm anywhere near the top. I'm fourth on damage done, 42k. Not doing too bad if I say so myself. Well, there could be worse. Well, there are worse people. Unless we've got a team full of healers. Actually, let's have a look. We've only got 2 healers on our team. I like how the raid frame divides up healers and DPS. That is a really, really cool feature. So, it looks like our healers are Zimred and Avatos. That means I can target them and probably follow them. However, I really haven't gotten used to sort of the targeting and map system and how that all sort of works in this game. But hopefully, let's take this guy playing a warrior out. Let's stun him, and it appears he is immune to the stun. I just tried to lay down on him. So let's go after Lip Gloss. Or, well, her even, maybe. So, dash... Now, I really like the dash/sprint ability, because it's pretty awesome, but also pretty risky, because if you are sort of hit while dashing, you get snared, which means that you're very susceptible to damage, because you're slowed a great deal, and this game really revolves around sort of dodging damage and avoiding shit. So that is what it's all about. If you were the kind of player in WoW that could move out of fire and generally be a god, then this game is entirely for you, and you're going to love the shit out of it. So, oh, I managed to knock this guy down. Hopefully I can get a few of my larger swipes on him now. And let's jump behind him. It appears me and Lipgloss are definitely having a fight to the death here. And this is one thing I really don't like about the game. It's all the constant running. Like, people are always running away, and okay. It makes things a bit more interesting, I suppose, but it kind of just, it's a tad frustrating, you know, when you get someone down and then they just kite you into oblivion. But I suppose when, you know, I'm at a fairly low level at the moment of 22. Now, when I get higher, I assume I'm going to get some abilities that will allow me to sort of, you know, keep players more controlled, or allow me to catch up with them. I think I actually have an ability called Tether, which allows me to essentially route my target to a tether, and then to get out of that tether, they actually have to hit and break the tether. So I'm going to do the cowardly thing that I was just talking about earlier, and run the fuck away before I die. So let's hide behind this rock. There's a lot of running in this game, especially when you're a stalker. I should have, in hindsight, I think Gunslinger, it might be my jam. I think I might need to switch over to that to hopefully get a bit more awesome PvP videos than, like, I don't know, 10 minutes of me running away in a battleground. And let's knock all these guys down and hopefully get this guy on. Who's this guy on 4k health? Let's see if we can finish him off with... Can we stun him? Yes, we have. And no, he was about to go down, but it appears they've had a healer come in out of almost nowhere, and I'm about to die, so let's do the cowardly thing again of running away, and my big leap to quickly get out of the heat of the moment there, because I am pretty damn screwed. And I can use this lovely health up sort of passive ability that I have called Back Into the Fray to essentially get back into the fray. So let's do this, because it looks like all shit is going down here. So we can do, get a bit of damage done, opening, killing people. I always get lost in just this massive clusterfuck of telegraphs, and I love it. It's brilliant. It really makes kind of being in the heat of combat very intense, because there are just so many different AoEs getting thrown down, and you're like, oh shit, which one do I avoid? But I think that's definitely going to come with a bit more skill, hopefully, that you realise, oh, you know, this telegraph doesn't hurt as much as that one does, and then hopefully only stand in the ones that don't hurt you super amounts, and learn how to control that a bit better. So it looks like we may be getting the first kill, and he's run away back into sort of this massive clusterfuck of healers and people that we have. All the very square telegraphs appear to be from medics, and also the coney type ones are mostly from medics, who are sort of the main healing class, so you got to be very aware of those. The red telegraphs deal damage, whereas if you haven't noticed, some green ones are being thrown down, and sort of also blue ones, those are positive ones, which usually heal you. Well, they always heal you or provide you with some sort of buff, so it does make it extremely interesting when it comes to PvP. So let's see if we can get this guy down, roll to the back of him, and DPS him a bit more. I think one thing that's not sort of really large, and I think I really need to see if there's an option, is the damage that I'm doing. You know, it's very small and somewhat hard to see over their head, whereas in a lot of games, you know, like for example World of Warcraft or Rift, the damage text is always very big, and I think that's something that really kind of helps and adds to the enjoyment of the game, when you've got really big text. I don't know if it's just me, it might just be me, but just, you know, having a look at the damage that I'm doing now, it's small and it's kind of getting a bit lost with everything on the ground. So I guess I could use it if it was a bit bigger and more abstract and in my face, as in bam, 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 you're doing this, this, and this damage, and you're awesome, buddy. So good on you. So I've popped something on my nanofield. I don't know if nanofield's a very useful skill. What it does is it deals a little bit of damage, but also heals me every time it deals a bit of damage. So I don't know if that's good or not. Oh, it appears it is over, and we lost by quite a bit. Literally, it was 5-0. You're supposed to capture the masks and bring them back to your base, and we completely failed at that. So let's have a look at the damage done and see where we are. We managed to maintain our place at 4th, and let's have a look at the opposing team's damage. But they had Dr. Robotniks, who appears to be I think that icon is a gunslinger. He appeared to just dominate everyone and also do a bit of healing on the side as well. So that is it for the first look at Wildstar PvP, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it somewhat interesting. And take care. Hope you guys enjoyed.